We've just come here today. These people have asked us to come and have a look at the brood box. This is their flow hive.
What's he like on that side? You can see this side, Jeffy's. Yeah. Pretty open. Yeah, still open. See that wall?
Jeff's just pulling the first frame out of the brood box now.
Yeah, we haven't got the queen on this one.
Okay, look at that beautiful frame though.
But this is the second frame we pulled out, and it's covered in bees. Now have a look. By using wax foundation, the whole frame is basically used for worker brood.
Yes, beautiful frame.
See, there's a lot of cells there with brood that hasn't been just about ready to get sealed over. There's a good amount of bees covering the frame. They've left a few gaps in the sides. There's a big gap down the bottom there. They can make drones down there if they want to. As opposed to plastic frames, well, with plastic frames there's no gaps like that where they can and then with foundationless, well then they're going to have big areas of drone comb, which is only a problem. Even though Sharon and Ian are using apithor beetle traps, there's still beetle in the hive hiding because the workers have chased them until they found somewhere to hide, and then the workers propolise them in. This hive is ready to actually weaken out because we're still in spring here. We've still got another 5 weeks of spring to go, so we're going to weaken this hive out. We know where the queen is. She's not on this frame, so we've isolated the queen. So what I'm going to do is put this with all these bees in another box, in one of our boxes. So anyway,
stealing bees, Jeffrey?
Well, I came prepared for that.
I've always come prepared
for anything. This was the first frame we pulled out, and this is the frame that has the queen on it. Look, she's just happy to sit there for us and move around slowly. She's actually inspecting the cells.
Oh, okay, I've got her. She's very busy.
Yeah. So I'm just going to keep this isolated, and we'll grab 2 other frames. They've settled down a bit, haven't they?
They have settled down a bit. They're not at me as much as they were. Boy, they're bad.
Over the initial shock, I think. The first time they've really been open.
Okay,
have a look at this frame here. Now I was showing Ian before the sealed brood. Each one of those hexagons, that little hexagons, represents a bee. And you can see here the brood goes from a ½ an inch from the bottom bar right up to the top bar. Look at that. From the side to side. So that's a beautiful frame of brood.
It is. It's really lovely.
Look at the other side.
Just as big?
Yeah. That's even more impressive.
Beautiful.
Yeah. So that's from getting a naturally selected queen bee and wax foundation. So the bees have got a little bit of attitude, which is not all that bad.
A little bit.
Pardon?
So that's not too bad for 8 months.
No, it's been 8 months. Yeah.
Now that's another thing. It's probably the people using the plastic or the starter strips aren't having the success that Sharon and Ian are having with this hive from using wax.
No.
It's made an awesome difference, incredible difference.
Yeah.
Jeff's just putting some fresh foundation into this hive.
Just going to lay these in checkerboard fashion.
It's just going to weaken the hive out a little bit so that they don't swarm, because it's a very strong hive.
Still have another 5 weeks of spring to go. So there's another.
That's a strong one, isn't it?
Yeah. Another frame was covered in sealed brood. When you get that many bees about to hatch in the coming weeks, that's when you get a real population explosion. There's a bee chewing her way out now. Can you see the tip of the...
Yes.
If you filled up the whole frame with brood, you'd have 6,000 bees. But if you consider all the gaps and all the empty cells, even if you bring it back down to 4,000 bees, So one frame is going to give you, within a couple of weeks, an increase of 4,000 bees. And that's why you get so many swarms around. So there's the other side, look at that. I'm going to take 3 frames out with all the bees, and hopefully that'll stop them from swarming. Yeah.
Oh, we just followed Jeff's advice from the beginning. So.
No, they're really good.
So this first frame here is full.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Do you want to move them across or see if the other one's ready?
Yeah, let's do that.
So do you always open the box and inspect the frame before you harvest the honey?
Well, we decided to do that rather than just start harvesting and only getting half what we expect.
Well, also getting unripe honey.
Yeah, oh, that's true,
Well, if you get unripe honey, you just sort of use it quickly.
You have to use it very quickly, otherwise it's very runny. Jeff will show you a little trick later on how to test for ripe and unripe honey.
So you have one there, it's not too bad.
Yes. Oh, okay.
So the second one's not ready.
And this one's ready.
Right.
So you've got 3 there that are ready.
6.
And 6.
1, 3 and 6. So we'll harvest 1, 3 and 6 on the weekend.
Well, you're having a lot of fun with your flow hive, aren't you? We're just happy to see that you've been successful with it.
But the important thing is to have that panel totally flush, and that seals it so the bees can't get out.
Oh,
And this is how deceptive it is. I mean, what they tell you is like, that's like a gauge. When that's all full and capped, then you should be able to do your frame. Now we know that doesn't look like it's full and capped.
No.
But we say that's ready to go.
It's ready to go,
So it's a bit deceptive, isn't it?
You do have to put
Number 3 is, you'd say, that's full, that's ready to go, it's capped.
And it is.
And it is, and we all say, we're happy with that.
Number 6 is ready to go.
Yeah, it looks like it's not.
And number 2 looks ready and it's not.
Correct, yeah. So,
nowhere near ready.
and that's how we got into trouble a few weeks back, because we thought, they're full, we capped it, and we got bugger all out of it. So we knew that, the frame wasn't anywhere near being full.
So it's 1, 3 and 6.
Yes, 1, 3 and 6 are ready to harvest. Oh, so when do they get this? At the start of spring?
Start of spring. These are well and truly up into the low frames, but the box wasn't very heavy. Whenever I take the queen excluder off, I always look under it in case the queen's there.
There, so that you don't lose her or kill her.
Wow.
Oh, beautiful. And that's the one you just got.
Got that to go,
Couple of months.
See, there's a couple of drone cells here. You can see on the corner there's 2.
Oh yeah.
You can see the lot bigger. They're drone cells.
And you leave them there because they need the drones.
There's another little group of drones on the other side. Now you can see there's a little cluster of drones just here. And there's a group of drones in the middle here.
Stick right up, don't they? Like mountains.
A couple here, one there, another one there.
Beautiful.
We don't want to weaken this one out.
No.
So we just
Sharon and Ian have put these containers at the bottom of the legs so that the ants can't get up the frame and get to the flow hive, which is a wonderful idea.
I'm just going to give these a good home. I'm going to get the lid.
And have the bees had any trouble getting started on the frames?
No, not at all. They went to it quickly with the wax. And we saw today that they're healthy. There's stacks and stacks of babies in there. It's all good.
And have you been happy with the hive, Sharon?
Oh, absolutely. It's not a problem at all to to look at whenever I need to. It's an absolute miracle invention, I think. I love it.
Yeah, Sharon's very sold on flow.
I just had another look at that jar and look how full it is now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is good. This is flowing pretty good.
Yeah, it's quicker than before.
The honey's finished draining, so we're just closing the key now, and it's done.
And that was with the frame fully opened.
Yeah.
They didn't do it in increments. But I think if you had every frame open together, it might
be too much.
Might be too much for the bees to lap up.
Yeah, it'll back up and go into the hive.
Yeah,
So
Okay, so you've run no more than 2 at a time.
Any more than 2 at a time the honey is too much and it backs up
and
into
it
the hive and
overflows.
you'll get a mess.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So better off
Well,
just
I think
doing
we can close
2.
this off now. Yeah.
Well, thank you, Sharon and Ian.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much for coming. It's wonderful to have you here.
Ian.
Thanks very much. It's been good as usual.
It's been really interesting.
Yeah, thanks for watching. We'll catch you later. Bye.
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 So can we do that bit again?
They're back. So
I've had 6 stings on the hands.
see if you can sort of keep it at 6.
Yeah, I will.
Don't let it go any higher than 6.
We're